All right, so I'm back again. So I had some people who said Mufasa, signing three has beat Mufasa 2 weeks in a row, which it didn't. But I also seen some people saying Captain America: Brave New World's a flop. But as you can see by the numbers, it's not. It made 370 million in 3 weeks, or the week after the weekend. So this is after the weekend. Count today's numbers. This is an estimate. Again, estimates are not full in. That's why they are like this. But from the numbers we're seeing, this movie is not a flop. If you don't understand how this movie is not a flop, let's go here. Let's look at it. It was number one for 21 days in a row for 2 weeks, and it's finally hit number two this weekend. Now, will it go back up to number one over the week? It could. We don't know yet, but this is how we know the movie is not a flop. Look at the summer. Again, I have to tell people this again. To break even, you have to make all of the money you spend on something back. That including uh employees and other benefits, say like that. So post production is at most 50% of the production budget. That means Captain America: Brave New World needed to make 270 million to break even. As you can see, it made two. It already had 2.1%. That means it's in profits at this point. And again, I have to tell people this: movie theaters do not take 70% or even 50% or 70%. They don't. The most, the average a movie theater take is 20% at the most, and that's after 2 to 4 weeks. This all depends on the contract and stuff. But for the first week to 3 weeks, studios get 100% of ticket sales. And this is, I know this in the USA, but that's how it is. Internationally, it might be different, but overall, even internationally, studios get the majority of ticket sales. So at highest, after say, depending on where it falls, some studios is 3 weeks, or some theaters is 3 weeks, some is 4 weeks. But depending on where it falls. After 2 to 4 weeks, then then the movie theater slowly started to get to 20%. So as we just, again, as I show you, we just enter we just exited week three going to week four. It just started Friday. And these numbers, international numbers, are from last week. This is a number they just received today, but these are always calculated in from last week. That's why when you look down here, you see a lot of them haven't been updated yet. And look, from the third was last Monday. They are still being calculated. They are not updated fully yet. So that's why you see it like this. Fifth to the third, you see some six, but rare seven. But majority of them came in on the third and finished calculated on the third. I mean, they're going to be calculated again, finished calculated again on Monday, the 10th. So when these numbers you look at, you see that it made, again, as I'm showing you here, it made twice the production budget. And that's in the first 3 weeks. Because again, as I said, again, the international numbers are from Friday to Friday, or from Friday to Thursday. And what that's how it is. That's where these numbers come in. They don't get them numbers. They don't get those numbers daily. They get them those numbers once or twice a week. Some first few weeks, you might get a update every few days. But after the first maybe first weekend, you don't get much update. Then they start triggering every week. So that's why this is almost $200. So the movie costs 800,000. It made nearly 200,000 here, and it made nearly 800,000 here. I mean, by the end of this week, or by the end of this week, say Thursday, it could hit the 800,000 domestically easily. It could hit. It could not show up until in the next week where it hit. It could be nearly 900. Sorry, not 800,000, 180,000. It could be 190 by the end of this week. So I mean, it made all of the money back domestically. It made more than the cost of the production domestically did. And then at that point, international is again zero out. I mean, this number should be by the end of this week when all this is calculated and everything. And then when the new numbers for this week come in internationally, this is going to be over 200,000. There's a good chance it could be near to over 200,000 by the end of this week. So that'll be 400,000 on a 800, 180,000. Sorry, 400 million to a 180 million movie. That means it's a success. It's a hit. And like I said, to break even, you have to make the production cost plus the post production cost or the outside production cost, which means at most production and everything is going to cost 50%. I mean, total, it need to make 270. And like I said, the first 2 weeks, it's domestically, theaters get 0% to at most 20% of the ticket sales. So that's why you have to look at this. First 2 weeks, this is what it made in the first 2 weeks. These first two Fridays. I mean, this is the beginning of first week. This is the beginning of the second week. I mean, anything before this is what we need to look for. I mean, we need to go to the weekday though. This is the full week of that first week. Again, started there. And again, these are the start days. So this is what it made the full week. That means it made nearly 150, nearly 150 million domestic. I mean, majority of this, if not all of this, went to the studio. I mean, if you add this up, plus the domestic, international box of them, the movie made it money back within the first 2 weeks. I mean, this is just added up. This is profit. The rest of this is profits from that point on. People like, well, you have to. People literally thought you take the this plus the I later had somebody say you take the domestic production budget plus the marketing and then you time that by two. So you take this amount plus the marketing, which is if you give it 50%, which is not always 50%, as most time is below 50%. Sometimes they get a tax credit for the marketing or more than the marketing, and that's basically end up zeroing out. Or they get a tax grant, and that basically end up zero out. I mean, they just have to make this back. But it depends on where it's made. So some places give it a grant, some places don't. Some places grant is bigger than others, some places don't. So you have to really, it depends on where it be made. So even if you don't take a grant, you take this and add 50% to it. I mean, it's 270. I mean, to break even, they have to make 270. It's already at 370. I mean, they're already over 100,000 more than break even. And as again, I have to say this again because some people don't get this. First 2 weeks, majority of studios in the United States do not take any of the ticket sales. The the first 2 weeks. And at most, they're going to take 20%. It's an 80-20 split. And that could be after 2 to 4 weeks. I mean, here, they could be getting up to this point, they could be getting up to 100% of all of this. Then here, they could be getting up to 90% of the difference between this and this. So 90% of this, which, again, majority of this. I mean, studio, they got roughly 17, and the movie theater got roughly 2. So they got 17 million in the studio, in this movie theater got roughly 2. And then it's go up to around 20%. Sometimes it can be a 5% jump every week. Sometimes it's less. Sometimes, but I mean, they could have got 95% of this. But now, on to the next story. So, officially, or at least when everything's calculated, it can't be official because this is well over. Officially, Mufasa has made over 250 million domestic. So it broke the 250 million mark. I mean, what international number come in and still being calculated again? Another one that's not fully in yet. We can see here. Where it's around the top of the list. Oh, it's still have it not been calculated? I thought it was. I thought I'd seen it early. Oh, Sonic 3 is here. I don't see Mufasa unless I missed it. Here it is. So it's 7? 8. Number 8. So it's still in the top 10. And where's Sonic? Near the bottom. So it's 29? No, 19. So Mufasa in top 10 made over 250 million domestically, and Sonic is near the bottom. Here's a funny thing. Mufasa passed Sonic when it was like 30, was it 233? That was over almost, that was over a month ago. So they both were at like 230, around 230 to 233 when they passed. I can look here. Uh, yeah, it was a month ago. So it was right around here. Yeah, it was over a month ago. Right? So it passed Sonic here this weekend. And in all of that time, this is how much Sonic made in the it haven't really moved. You can see how much Sonic been making every weekend. It haven't hit over 1 million this in over a month for the weekend. And then when we look at the weekly number, the total, it haven't hit 1 million in over 2 weeks, going on 4 weeks now, or 3 weeks now. Sorry, like so Sonic has really fallen off. And when I look at this is where Mufasa passed it. In the past month, it only made just over 2 million in over a month. Where Mufasa in that same time, we can look at it here. Here is, let me make sure I got the same time. 17, 7. So here, Mufasa went from 38, 36 to 48 in the same time, in the same month. So Mufasa added, that's 11, 12, wait, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, roughly 17, 18. So Mufasa added 18 million to Sonic. 18 million to Sonic's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 million. And I have people saying Sonic 3 will beat Mufasa. Was number one for 2 weeks in a row. It was number one for 1 week, and that because it had a good opening weekend, and that will carry the win this week. Mufasa beat it twice. Actually, Mufasa beat it. Mufasa made more than Sonic every day from here on out. That's why I keep saying after day 5, which is here, Mufasa has been beating Sonic every week after this point. So after Christmas, which was, you do the math, 6 days apart. So this is not Christmas weekend. This is Christmas weekend. So again, Sonic has consistently been haven't been beating Mufasa since here, since this week. You don't believe me? Here. Look, Mufasa's beat Sonic this week. Next week, Mufasa beat Sonic. Next week, then of these, came in number one opening, but Mufasa was right behind it, and Sonic still beat Sonic. Mufasa number one here, and Sonic's number 4. And you can see it, the slowly progress. Mufasa still at the top, Sonic slowly moving down. Mufasa still stop. Slowly you see, and here, look, Mufasa is still at number 4. Sonic is all the way down here now. So that's why I keep telling people. But Mufasa has finally officially made over 100 million, or sorry, 250 million domestically. International numbers, let's see. Double check international. Have they been updated? I don't think so, but let's double check. Nope, they haven't been updated. They're still being calculated. Some places haven't been updated in months, but they're still being calculated. Yeah. So it should be finished calculating tomorrow. But estimates here showing it could be up to 460. 460 million. So let's look at where where they sit now for 2024. Mufasa is gonna Mufasa is gonna take over Doom by this weekend, or yeah, not this weekend we are now, but this up and coming weekend. So that's more like a foregone conclusion, because with the national the domestic and international number, it's gonna easily make another 5. Because it's still, look, you can still, like, I can go to the numbers and show you. It's still making 2 here. It makes 2, 3 here. So with this weekend number being 1, it's making 2 here. Makes 2.6 here. So this week number is gonna be between 2 to 4. I mean, it gotta make internationally 3 million, which is keep making roughly double domestic, so it can make 3 to 5, or even 3 to 6. I mean, it's gonna take over. It's gonna be number 6. I mean, 1, 2, 3, inside out. Despicable Me. I don't think Despicable Me is this. I always forget which one this. Disney. Wolverine. Disney. 1 or 2. Disney. Despicable Me. I can never remember. Universal. That's what I thought. But 1, 2, and 3 is Disney. We can't know it's not Despicable Me, and I don't think Doom is. But again, always good to double check. Oh, Warner Brothers. So 1, 2, 3, and 6 is going to be Disney. Sonic made it to 10. It's not going to make it past 10. But this is way too. Sonic is not with the little amount there to Sonic we see Sonic in now. Uh, with the few amount there to Sonic in, even if you pack the theaters for every showing, that's not enough to even come close. Like, and you see the drop it having during a week at first of the weekend. It's half of the week, so this is going to be a major drop over the weekend, so or over the week. So there's no way somebody says Sonic 3 can make it to the 250. No, it can't. Look how it's been at look how long it's been at 235. It's been over. Look, 2 weeks. Then you go back. Look how long it's been. It's two third. Let's go to two third. Let's go 227. Since let's take this one week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. We on a 6 week of it being between 217 and 235. 227, 235. It's been 6 weeks. And it didn't move that much. And then going three, it went from 2 weeks, it went from 235 to still in 235, going to the third week. I mean, at the end of the third week, there's a good chance it's still gonna be in 235. So for 3 weeks, that's how it went up. It haven't went up that much. It's the last digits. It's all of these that slowly climbing. So for it to hit 350, even if you even if you fill up all the box office for every showing, you're not still gonna hit 350. Now, if they have a second release, which is kind of weird because they're literally releasing the next movie and they're gonna do a year of production and everything, and then release the next movie in 2 years. So I mean, they when they start filming, they gotta do it all that in a year to have such a rush job. That's why I keep saying it's a cash grab. It's being rushed too much. So we look at this, and we look at what Mufasa did at that same time. Like wow, in that same time when you pass up sign 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It jumped over 20 million the same time frame that Sonic hasn't jumped 1 million. And I still get people say, I'm lying. I'm showing you the evidence. You can't say I'm lying when the evidence is in your face. You can dislike it, doesn't mean I'm lying. People like, oh, Sonic won. Again, if you use ratings and reviews who say Sonic won, you literally using less than 0.1% of the audience. And that number tell you all you need to know. They're not the full audience. They're the rating and reviews mean next to nothing. Like I used to think, okay, maybe they have something, but then I saw that people are review bombing, positive and negative. Like now you made those sites worthless. No matter if you review bomb it positive or negative, you made the sites worthless. And even positive reviews, if you never watched the show or movie, and all you done is just put it on review, they're now worthless. So that's what I'm saying. Box up numbers mean more because it tell you where the fans are going, which movie they're going to see, what movie they like the most, and so on. Also, I had somebody say Transformer One was a massive success. And again, I'm going down the list. Here's where Transform. Guess what Transformer One made? Look at this. This is not a massive success. The Marvels made more than Transformer One. And you're like, well, the cost of it and everything. Again, even when you add in the look at the cost and stuff, the Marvel still made near 200 million, and Transformer One didn't even make 130. And it was out for what? Why is it not showing up? 6 months? Out for 6 months, and this all it made. And that's another reason why I'm saying give these movies a little more time, see where they land. Because this movie has only been out what? This this is a third month, going to fourth month. So it's still this movie probably good chance the movie still got 2 more months in it. Sonic look like let's do the math, see how many weekends. Oh, let's say they pull out do the same amount from that. That's 70, 76. I'm doing this to show you. Oh, come on. Why is it showing? Oh, no. I don't like this. Oh, come on with this. This is why I go to Google. No. Why are you asking this? You're not logged in. 76. Take 76 away. And it could be 150 next week. One, another 76. Two, another 76. Oops, sorry. 3 weeks. And another 76. Why? 4 weeks. So maybe 5 weeks. But then this is 5 weeks. Mufasa is. I don't think they're going. I think it's at most 3 weeks at most. And Mufasa is still up here. If this has got 3 weeks, if this had 3 weeks, Mufasa has 2 more months. That's far in line with what Disney does. So it's roughly 6 months when the movies stay out. And it's already both of these movies are already on streaming. So Sonic is not gonna make it to 100, 100, 200, what you got? 250. By the end of this, Mufasa is gonna be number three, or sorry, number six in the total box office number for 2024. Now, as far as Captain America: Brave New World, it's the it opened at the highest. Let's look. Open this here. Let's see where it falls. I hope everything's still stable. Oh, it's not those drop frames. Sometimes it works fine. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes the internet just starts slowing down for some weird reason. Nice. So yeah, look at it. It already it's beating. It's time nearly time for them domestically and beating them internationally. So it's not the lowest Captain America movie. By the end of this, it will it catch up to Winter Soldier? It could. It honestly could. Domestically, it could catch up to Winter Soldier. Because again, it haven't hit its first month yet. And there could be a spike in viewership after the first month. It can level out and stay the same. It can be level out as it is now. It could catch up to Captain America and Winter Soldier. Will it catch up to the multi Civil War? I don't think it will. But that would mean it's the possibility of it being the second highest Captain America movie is very much possible. And it's gonna be the first highest Captain America solo movie. It's already beat the first Avenger. And it's on its way to catch up to Captain America uh, Winter Soldier. Now would it do it that internationally? Maybe. Don't know yet. The way the international no, sorry, total, don't know yet. Domestically, it's a possibility it can catch up domestically. Internationally and total, don't know where it's gonna fall yet. But domestically, it looks like it could catch up to Captain America and Winter Soldier. Civil War, I don't think it will. I can't be proven wrong with this. But as far as the first Captain America, it has passed Captain America, uh, the first Avenger. So again, this all can be increased and it can pass this once the numbers are done calculating. When all the numbers are done calculating, all of this it can pass it. So Brave New World has beat Captain America. Uh, Captain America Brave New World has beat Captain America the First Avenger. It's gonna make far more than it did, and it's gonna even if you're like, well, Captain America First Avenger costs less. Okay, let's look at the difference. What it cost? 140. So it's a $40 million difference. I mean, with the difference, it will have to make between 40 and 60 million more. And this again, this was the full movie. This is why the movie was fully out for what? Oh, sorry, 4 months. July, August, September, October. Yeah, going 3 to 4 months. And you can see a dramatic drop in theaters. Let's look at where. Let's see. Let's look at Brave New World and see where it's going to fall. Also, they're doing this a special look, so if that's going to be in theaters, can make more. Look at the difference. 4 to 4. 4 weeks. Also, this weekend. Let's look at week. Here and still it was still in more theaters. So here would be equivalent. The time I'm trying to compare where it would be as far as overall time and everything. So okay, no 7. All right, okay, so wow, it will this it way down here. So as far as money, its domestic weekly number, it'll be way down here. But as far as box office go, it's compared to being week 3, and we're already in. This is the beginning of week 4. This it'll be the equivalent of being the beginning of week 3, week 4, week 2, week 3. So it's right around between here. These two. So money wise, it's made this all the way down here before it was full. But people were like, no, the first Captain America didn't fly. Did it? Like it barely skirted the line. This one is under the line, but and yet it made more. So if you're saying this movie is a big, that's another reason why you see like here the first week you don't see you see it nothing here because they know the first week to 2 weeks theaters take most of this. Theaters take most of this. Then what they can take and what they the difference is all the way up here. So you never know. It could be between here and here, really, but this is what they think it could be. Oh, based on opening weekend. This is what I think it should be based on opening weekend. But you can also see how it went up, but there's a fly down over here where this one is still going up. And this also what they could be saying. It could be moved up if once all numbers are calculated, and say, oh well, they may actually made more here going up. But you never know. But again, compare look at the numbers. Captain America: Brave New World has beaten Captain America: First Avenger. It's going to catch up domestically. It can catch up to Winter Soldier. Total internationally, I can't say how it will end up internationally. While it's leading internationally, and again, this number can well be over 200 by the end of this week, or it could be 200 million when everything calculated properly, when all the numbers are in, because again, all these numbers are not in yet; they're still being calculated. So this number can jump over 200,000, and this number can jump to 77. We don't know where it's gonna fall yet. When the new numbers come in, then we can see. But as far as it's going, it's already past Captain America: First Avenger, and it's on pace to catch up to Captain America: Winter Soldier, if not pass it, by the end of it could catch up by the end of this month. It could catch up and pass it domestically by the end of this month. Internationally, it's hard to tell where it's gonna fall. But it can make 50. It can make five. It can make as high as 500,000 internationally, and then with the domestic and international, it can put it over this. Don't know where it's gonna fall yet. That's the problem. Where it's gonna fall over 2 weeks. It can make another 200 million over the next month and fall and with it being more like it, let's see, what is it, 40, roughly 50% split. So it can make 20. If it make 20 this weekend, that's going to give it. I can't even do 20 because of the way it is split. Because it's not split even 20. But let's see. It made 8 this weekend. Made 19 last weekend. So it's 14 here. So 14 here. It made 6 million over the week. So if we make 8 here, that's over. So let's say it make hmm, let's say over the week it can make it can jump up to 11. Let's say it's jump up to over the week. It jump up to 11, around 11 million. You double that to get with the international, but it's slightly higher than international. I can put it at 13 internationally over the next week. So that will put it at roughly 24, around 24. Or it can make 24 because it made 20 domestically. It made more than 20 internationally. That's why this league jumped greatly. I think it was like 20. Was it 24? I have to look at it again, but it took a big jump internationally. So it can jump up another 24. That will put it at in a 400 million, well in the 400 million after domestic. And so that's already put in 400 million by the next weekend. At 400 million, so in 1 month it can make 400 million and it can make another 300 million by the end of next month. Could. Will it? Maybe. It can make a 200 million by the end of next month, which means it will pass Captain America's Civil War domestically by the end of next month. And it could be close. It could be 500 million total in worldwide. So again, if people say it's a flop, I don't. The math is not adding up. Because again, first Avenger, you wouldn't call this a flop, even though it made a lot less. Yes, ticket prices, inflation, blah blah blah. You can do that. You can try to do that. But again, when you look at where it ended, downhill. Look how many weeks it was out. That's weekends. This week, 16 weeks. So roughly 4 months. And we're just entering the third week. Yeah, third week. We just left the third week. We just entered the fourth week. So we already into the first month, and this one had 3 more months over it. So this had 3 more months. We just entered the first month, first full month. We just in a week of the first full month. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we just entered a week of the first full month it's been out. We just hit enter it. By this Friday, coming out would be roughly the first full month. And again, February was 28 days, so roughly the first full month. The first full month, depending on how you want to go, you want to go 30. You add 2 more days. That'll be the two. Next Sunday will be the 30 days. Next Monday will be 31 days. So we're basically we just entered the first full month. So that's but yeah, when you look at it critically and you look at the data, you see Captain America: Brave New World is on pace to catch up to Winter Soldier domestically, and maybe come close internationally. It has a similar pace, a little less, but it's quite similar. You look at it. Wait, is it? No, this is the wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong one. So it started out a little less, but it's again it's based on the same pattern. Let's see. 80, 40, 30. It's slightly behind it. Well, no, based on the same pattern, because this made roughly 30. This made just over 40. This made 25. Made 14. So it's slightly on the same pattern. It's a little less. But it's about a week difference. Oh, can't say that. It's hard to do this. Hard to compare because holiday weekends does adds a lot, change a lot. But yeah, it's far in the same pattern. It could catch up to Winter Soldier. Don't know. Because again, if you look at the numbers, Winter Soldier was out for nearly 3 months. It's only been out 1 month. So where it falls, don't know right now. But it looks like it's gonna be on pace to be right behind Winter Soldier, or it could surpass Winter Soldier. Come on. All right, wrong one. So again, if we look at the data carefully, we can see already see Captain America Brave New World as a success. Uh, and Mufasa has, or I seeded Signing 3 by now. So if you're saying Signing 3 won, based on rating and reviews, I really don't care. They, if the people are not going to watch the movie, the rating and reviews means nothing. Captain America Brave New World is a success because it's going to hit basically what it made cost domestically. It's going to make the post production costs back. It's already going to. There's a good chance it's going to be triple the. By the end of this, it's going to be triple the post production cost. So it's a good chance. Oh, it's a good chance it could be roughly 500 to 600. 600,000. 600 million. 500 to 600 million. So that's a success. Because it's already at 4, so, you know, it's a good chance it's going to hit 5 and may hit 6. But anyway, that's it for my analyzations and stuff. Let's see how the number come in tomorrow. I really got to get in the computer. Later.